Chapter 18 talks about a topic that's kind of a no-brainer in terms of what you'd expect to be covered in a public relations textbook set of the 21st century, and that is the internet as a communications medium, the use of public relations and the internet. Certainly, it's something that has had a significant impact on the world of public relations as well as the rest of the world. It really is phenomenal how much we now rely upon the world of the internet for our day-to-day use, especially within the communications arena. It is a complex world. It is a world that is changing on a rapid, oftentimes day-to-day basis, but because it is so widespread, because it is so common, and because it is so expected by consumers, it's one that it's of critical importance that the PR people be up on what's happening and know the effective ways to use it. Like I said, it's most certainly transformed the way that we communicate. So what are some of the challenges? What are some of the expectations out there by users that PR people need to keep in mind? One is that people are going to the internet and expect to be educated. People are savvier consumers these days, so they are looking for real information. When they visit a company's website, they're expecting to get the information that they want, not a fast sell, not a lot of flash and buzz, but information that is relevant and, more importantly, relevant to them. They want real-time performance. Websites need to be updated on a regular basis. The world of the web is one that moves very quickly, and today people are expecting things to happen instantaneously. So that means information being made readily available as soon as you have it to be distributed. And finally, people are looking for customized information. They want information that pertains to them. Amazon is a great example of how it's set up to customize information to specific people. So when you place an order, recommendations are made for other books that you might like. And it's very much what people are expecting these days, is wanting to know what is in it for them. And that's the beauty of the internet, that even though the audience is such a global one, there's ways to tap into the power of the internet to make one-on-one communication, to make targeted messages more available in ways that weren't available prior to Al Gore inventing the internet. Obviously, email is the dominator as far as the communications tool on the internet. It's how reporters like to receive information, and it's how internal audiences, employees, usually like to receive information. It dominates the communication world today, replacing faxes, replacing mailed letters, and so forth. Not quite as effective, though, as a one-on-one meeting with someone, because the problem with email is that communication doesn't actually take place until someone has read the email and responded in a manner that we wanted them to. So, excuse me, a common problem is to think, let's say within employee communications, that we send an email out to all employees explaining to them about our position on this or this change, and we think we've communicated to them. But unless the employees are opening that email up, reading it, and understanding it, then we've missed a critical part in communication, and that is making sure there is a responder out there who is listening to what we have to say. So as great as email is, it does have its disadvantages within any type of communications, but especially public relations communications as well. The chapter talks about how to develop a winning website, and there's a good list on page 384 that goes over things to keep in mind. Creating a website isn't as simple as just telling your graphic designer, we need a website, let's get one up tomorrow. There's so many components that go into an effective website that I think the chapter does a nice job of giving a pretty simple overview. Big one being is that content is king still. We think websites, we need flash and pizzazz and moving graphics, but at the end of the day, the effective website is one that is going to have a well-written message and have content that is relevant to the person going to that website.